In this video, I'm going to share something about the Greco attack. Over here, we have bishop c4, the Italian game. Your opponent take bishop c5, you play c3. Idea is to attack the center with the move d4. The most common response is knight f6 and you play d4. Idea is to attack the center. With this, you open up this bishop so that you can create a pin in the future, and at the same time you are attacking the bishop and the pawn. Basically what you do is you centralize your pieces and at the same time gain control at the center. Now there are a lot of variations which your opponent can try. If you play the move like bishop e6, bishop e7 or captures. Okay, so I will talk about each and every variation in this video. So let's variation number one, and that is bishop e6. So if your opponent take bishop to b6, then this is very simple. You can continue with d take on e5. Idea is to attack the knight, such that if your opponent play the move like knight g4, then you can continue with sacrificing the bishop. And yes, this is the brilliant bishop sacrifice, cause that bishop over here will be attacking towards the king. So generally you can expect the king to eliminate it, and if we take it, then you play knight g4 check supported by this bishop, which is going to give check. And at the same time the queen diagonal, which is open, attacking the knight. So your opponent moved the king to g6, you can simply grab the knight and so on. That will be a very easy win. Now if you play the move like king e8 or whatever, wherever he is going to play that, you can simply continue with queen take g4. Now there are some cases like king over here. In such cases, if you play king g8, then you play queen d5 check, because after king to f8, queen f7, that's a checkmate. Okay, so let's go back, and over here this is what you do if your opponent play bishop b6. Now after bishop b6, and if we take knight e8, then what you do? So if we play knight to e8, then that's very easy win for you, because this knight cannot be developed. Like he can try to play knight here and all, but still if you observe, that's completely your winning. You can simply castle, protect your king, and then you can focus on some traps. Okay, so let's take it back. Now, if your opponent play the move like bishop e7, then what you do? You can still eliminate the pawn. If your opponent play knight g4, then you play queen d5, which is one of the great move. Idea is to focus on the checkmate. If your opponent play the move like knight x6, you can take it. If we take it, then that's a checkmate. Okay, so let's take it back. And now, if you consider your opponent to castle, and then you might say that this is kind of good position for black. No, that's not true. You can simply play x3. Your opponent take knight x6, and then what you have to do? Simply go on with bishop take x6. After the take, that's going to be very easy for you to attack. Okay, you can simply develop your pieces, take out your pieces, long castle, try to create some pawn storm and attack towards the king side. You can bring this rook here and attack this. Also, the bishop will be creating a pin, so that's a very easy win for you. Okay, now let's take it back. Now if we move something like capturing this pawn, so if he takes, then you can simply continue with capturing it back. He play bishop to b4 check. You can continue with the move knight c3. Now with knight c3, if you play some move like knight take on e4, where he is trying to attack like this, then what you can do is you can simply castle. You can ignore this threat. Now, if we play the move like knight take on it, you will take it back, and if we take it, then what you have to do? So over here at such position, you will play a brilliant move, bishop to a3. What's the main idea? So the main idea is to sacrifice the rook, where if we accept it, then you play rook e1 check, you give a check. Now over here, the king cannot move anywhere. If the queen comes in between, then bishop take, and that's a easy win. But if the knight comes, then what you do? So you can simply continue with rook take on e7, and after this move, you can expect queen take e7. Otherwise, if we don't do and play king f8, then you play rook take f7 check, king here, and then rook take on d7. That's going to be a checkmate. Otherwise, if he simply accept it by queen take on it, then congrats, you want the queen and the bishop at the same time. Now his pieces are not at all developed, so yep, that's a very easy win for you. Now let's take it back, and over here another variation startup with the move. Okay, if we take and we play e5. Now there are some players as white, they also love to play e5. Now there are some, you know, possibilities. If your opponent, first of all, if we take the knight back, then what you have to do? So if we take the knight back, then you can simply take out the queen and you can focus on attacking this with the knight to g4 in the future, which will be attacking it at the same time. Okay, so you can expect moves. Now, how can he defend it? So if we try at e5, you do went person. If we try knight x6, then bishop take on this. Okay, so ultimately, if we take it, you are going to capture this point. Okay, so you can easily eliminate this pawn, and that will be a very easy win for you. Now let's take it back. If your opponent take knight to g4, then what you do? So what you can do is simple. You can simply eliminate this pawn supported by the knight.